Welcome back, guys, to another episode. In today's video I'll be teaching you a function. Let's start by declaring a function. We declare a function by calling the function keyword, and we give it a name. That is the way we create a variable, that we give it a name. So in function 2 we give it a name. So let me give it a name by saying great. So what is a function? A function is a block of code which run a specific task. So any line of code, any code we write here will be the task this function will be running. So for example, let me just log this function. Let me just say log. The first thing we must understand the function is, okay, let me just say hello world. This is the first thing you must understand, because if I run this code, even though I put console.log here, this code won't run. It will just return empty. Let me just do it for you to see. As you can see, this code here is empty. So in order for me to log this line of code here, I have to call this function. So how do I call this function? I come down here, this name of this function, that's what I'll be using to call the function. Then I will just say great and give it these two parentheses. That's all. Let me get this output. If I run this code now, it will return hello world, as you can see. So whenever you are creating a function, just know that if you didn't call the function, any line of code you put in here, if you didn't call the function, it won't run. You must call the function before it runs, even though you put console.log here, because even though we usually put console.log to run in the output, but if you put console.log in your function without calling the function, it won't run. So the next thing I want you to understand is function with parameters. How do we create function with parameters? In between these two brackets here, that's where we put the parameters. That's what they call parameters. For example, let me just say, okay, let me just clear this for you to understand more. This is a function now, without any now this function like this is empty. So I'll give it a name. Okay, I'll give it a parameter of a. We separate them with comma, then b. So if I do say console.log a plus b, if I run this code, this is a parameter. JavaScript will see this as empty. It will see these two parameters as empty because I didn't give it a value. This is just a parameter. This parameter is just like a variable. We are creating a variable inside the function. So if I run this code, it will return undefined. So let's check it out. Let me run this code. As you can see, null. This means null. So what this means that undefined, I just give it a parameter, but I didn't give it a value. So how do I give it a value? We give it a value when calling the function. So for example, let me say let me just give it, okay, let me give it 2. We separate it with comma, and I give it 9. So what this will return is, it will return 11, because here I say a plus b. So it will see this plus as a mass function, so it will just add it together. It will do addition. Yeah. So let me run this code, let you see. As you can see, it returns 11. Don't worry, even though we've not talked about mass function, in the next few videos to come, I'll be explaining this for you. So this is how function work. This is a parameter function. It's called a parameter function because we give it a value, we give it to value here. It's just like creating a variable. So this a stores the value of 2 and B stores the value of 9. So that's it. So the third one I'll be explaining for you is a function with return. How does this work? Let me still use this parameter to explain it more for you. If I come here, I'll just say return A plus B. By saying this A plus B, it's still the same thing, but this return now will just return the result of this value. So how do I do that? By returning this value, I'll put this in a variable that is, let me say, let result equal to if I log this, console.log result, it will still return the same thing by doing 2 plus 9. As you can see, it's returned 11. So the last way of declaring a function is the arrow function. This arrow function, why do we usually use arrow function, is because all this, now I have 6 lines of code. These 6 lines of code, now I can write it in just 2 or 3 lines of code. Let me show you. Let me do it for you to understand. So by coming here, I'll just do const. Let me call it arrow, since this is an arrow function, equal to, then this is how we declare the function, because already we are declaring a variable here that will save this function. Then this is the arrow function. This is what it's called, arrow function. Then you open the parameter like this. So any line of code you put in here. Okay, since I said the previous code, we can do it in 3 lines of code. Let me just show you. Let me see, do A and B. Then over here, I'll just say A plus B. This is even 2 line of code self. A plus B. Then I'll call the function. Okay, sorry, arrow. By doing, okay, let me just give it 50 and 50. Let me log it inside. Do log. Let me just put it in here. As you can see, this is just a 2 line of code. Now this will return 100. As you can see, I can put multiplication here. I can put the minus sign here. As you can see, it's returned 0. Let me clear this out for you. This is the multiplication sign. As you can see, to 500. So this line of code, we can put it inside this function, because when we have multiple lines of code, we can't just create it like this. So how will I do this? Let me just copy this. Then here, open these 2 parentheses. When I have multiple lines of code, I'll be using this brackets here. Then I can just come down here. Oops, sorry. I can just come down here and call my code.